Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make this kind of really simple but cool looking kind of supercar promotional banner, and then also I will show you how to add this banner onto uh, HTML page using Dreamweaver. So first, this is the animation file we're going to create today. Let me test it. Flashing and text. Let me repeat. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so please open Adobe Animate CC, and we're going to create a new file. Create new. And as always, we're going to use the same dimension, which is 970 pixel by 250 pixel, and then frame rate is going to be 24, and platform type HTML5 canvas, so we can view it on any device. So create. Okay, and now please download the image. I made a link in my description, which is a supercar.jpg, and then I'm going to import it to stage supercar.jpg. It's a nice car, isn't it? Yep, it's not mine, maybe, hopefully. Okay, and then lock this layer. We're going to make a few more than multiple layers for the layout first. So create a new layer, and then choose the rectangle tool, black fill, and then on that new layer, please draw a rectangle about maybe about this size. I don't know exact dimension of this. It is a 71 by 292. I don't know, maybe about this size. Okay, now choose free transform tool and place your mouse cursor on top line. Now you're gonna see that kind of two arrowheads into the both opposite direction, which is the skew tool. So you can skew it like this, maybe about this angle, maybe around 250 somewhere. Okay, now we're gonna need many of this. So the best way is I'm going to convert this as a symbol. So convert to symbol under the modify, convert to symbol, this time as a graphic symbol. I'm gonna name it as a bar. Okay, and as a symbol we can change the color information of this graphic symbol. So first select it, watch your properties panel, color effects, and the drop down menu, choose the alpha and set to 20%. Very subtle, almost invisible. Now hold down the option, click, and drag it. So I made another copy. This time I'm going to increase the alpha value up to 30%. I will repeat the same steps. Too much. And 40%. So I'm increasing the alpha value the 10% every time. And 50. And 60. 70. I'll do one more, and 80. So there are 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From 20% to 80%. And then you can see that that top left corner is not covered yet. So I'm going to select all of them and move it to the left so I can cover. the top left corner. Yep, looks good. Now select everything again. Go to edit menu, copy, and paste in place. So I have exactly the same one on the same spot, but I'm gonna make some changes by choosing this free transform tool, and then place your mouse cursor on top center handler and drag it down. You can flip it over like this. So this is what we need for now. Okay, so let me lock this layer. Now I'm gonna make another layer. It's a kind of a simple animated banner. So let me type something. The style in white. Okay, you can download this typeface from, I downloaded from the font.com. I'm going to make a link in my description so you can download it. Okay, so I have one. Let me have another one. This time style, speed, and maybe one more. Satisfaction. One, two, three. Okay. So this is a text layer. Okay. Now I'm gonna need one more. Let me lock this layer. This layer, because it looks kind of a little empty here, so what I'm gonna do is let me sample the red color from this supercar. Yep, looks good. And I'm gonna draw kind of a little bar like this. Okay, the function of this red bar is I just want to keep the kind of visual balance. Yeah, it's a really simple banner, red car and a red bar. So that's that's why I have this. So kind of just graphic purpose. Let me move it down somewhere here. Okay, so looks good. So we have this. My layout is done. Okay, so let me unlock, and then we're going to start the animation. So first, let me lock all these top layers. So from this bottom layer, let me rename it as super car. So supercar layer. So as you saw on my at the very beginning, we're going to make some kind of a flashing effect of this the car image on the bottom. So first thing is, what I'm gonna do is, let me go to the document properties. Let me reduce this frame rate temporarily down to 10, just for now. And go to insert and select the highlight the first keyframe of the supercar, and insert, create classic twin, and insert the keyframe on frame number 10. So nothing's changing. I'm going to change just the alpha value at the very beginning. So highlight the frame and select your image from the stage. Go to color effect, alpha, down to 0. So I can have fade in effect. It's kind of a little bit choppy. So I'm going to increase my frame rate back to 24, the original frame rate. Okay, so fading in really quickly. And then to make that kind of flashing effect, let me do this. On frame number 10, this is the second keyframe, 11, 12. Okay, and insert another keyframe, then select the image. Now alpha value down to 0. So it is fading in and fading out really quickly. Now on frame number 15, 3 more frames, 2 or 3, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to insert another keyframe. There's nothing, but there is something, your car. We don't see it because the alpha value is 0 now. And select that invisible image and just increase the your alpha value up to 100. So it's going to be kind of fading in and flashing like this. It happens very quickly. I will repeat this step several times. And 2 more frames, insert keyframe, select the image down to 0, frame 20, insert keyframe, select the image back to 100. Let me do a few more. 2 more frames, insert the keyframe and select the image down to 0, and 25, insert keyframe, select the image back to 100, and I'm gonna do maybe 1 more. Insert keyframe, select the image down to 0, and now a little more, like a 40, and insert the keyframe, select the image back to 100. So what happened is, let me play it. It's an okay effect. So I'm done with that. Okay, now let me lock this layer. Unlock the second layer, which has all the bars. This one. Okay, so from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to assign separate layer for each black bar. So there will be total 14 more layers because we have 14 black bars. Okay, so select everything, and then once the flashing animation is done, and then these black bars will be coming in after. So what I'm gonna do is we're selecting all these 14 bars and select the keyframe, and then move it, drag it to frame number 40, which is the last keyframe. Now go to insert in the modify menu, timeline, and distribute to layers. Then it will assign all 14 layers for each bar. Okay, and then the very first one, the layer 2, we don't need it anymore, so just to delete it. Okay, now let me move this up a little bit. Okay, now select all the keyframes of this bar, all of them. Go to insert menu and create classic tween. Okay, and then select the frame number 45 by holding down the shift key, all 14 layers like this. So from bar 1 to bar 14, and then insert the keyframe. So nothing's happening. What I'm gonna do is, let me select everything, the very first keyframe only, and click on the stage, meaning I'm selecting all 14 bars. Now check the properties panel and the alpha value, this thing, and then set the very first keyframe's alpha value, everything, to 0. So what happened is this thing will happen for now. And then I'm going to have each bar come in the different timeline a little bit. So very well, bar number 1, we're gonna leave it as it is. Bar number 2, move it maybe 3 more frames or 2 more, really doesn't matter, just like this. And the next one, another 3 more frames. Next one, another 3 more. And the next, another 3 more. And just keep doing, and one day we'll be done. $14. Yeah, it's a lot, but it will look cool. Hey. Oops, sorry. And the last. Okay. So this thing happens. So it looks a little weird. So you can see there are a lot of kind of steps, like a stairs. The problem is once it comes in, and then everything's gone. So the very top bar layer, just leave it as it is, and then from the second one from the top, select the layer, I mean the frame, and then scroll down all the way down. Oh, and then let me unlock this supercar bottom layer. Hold down the shift key and select all this empty keyframes and the frames, and just insert the keyframe so we can keep everything in the same spot. So let me play it. Isn't it nice? Yep. So this is what we have. Okay. Now next, text layer. Same thing. We're gonna need this text right after that the bars, all the bars came. So let me move it, drag it to the very last keyframe here. Okay, and then since I want to have different kind of timeline for each one, style, speed, and satisfaction, I'm gonna do the same thing. Go to modify timeline, timeline, and distribute to layers, so we can have one word per layer. And I'm not gonna need this original layer, so let me get rid of it. So style, speed, and the satisfaction, and we can just use it as it is, but I'm going to select all these 3, and then let me break apart, modify and break apart twice. Okay, now from here, all 3 layers, select all the first keyframe of each types, each text, and then go to insert menu, create classic tween, and then maybe 10 frames must be okay. Select all 95, all these 3, and insert keyframe. We don't see it because we have a white text on a white background, that's why. Okay. And then from the very first one, all 3, I'm going to change the alpha value of each one, all this text. So select all the first keyframes and click on the text, change the alpha value down to 0, and then before we go to the next step, I'm gonna move all this text to the right. Oh, sorry, not this one. Use your arrow key to the right. Maybe not too much. Maybe somewhere like this. Okay. It looks kind of a little weird now, but it's okay. Now, speed. So I'm going to make the style, the text style comes in first, speed the second, and the satisfaction the last. So style. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Speed. Let me move maybe 5 more frames. Satisfaction. The last one. 5 more. Okay. In order to see all the results so far, like we did here, same thing. Select the keyframe on your speed text, the top frame, the last frame, and then hold down the shift key, select all the frames, and insert just the keyframe. And watch. Flashing. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, and I'm missing my one red bar. Let me unlock this layer. I'm gonna move it. So I need some plan first. When I want to have the bars comes in. Maybe. Let me try. Oops. Let me do this. Move it to somewhere here where the first text comes in. Okay. So highlight the frame, insert classic tween, and then highlight the frame number 105, the last frame, and insert just the keyframe. Okay, and then just simply click on the bar. Let me change the alpha value down to 0. So it's gonna be fading in while my 3 text comes in. Play it. Yep. So it is really simple, but it's not bad. Animated banner. Okay, so let me save it. Save as a super car.fla. Okay, so we have an animated banner. Now I'm going to show you how to publish it for the web page. Okay, so we save the file and let's preview it. Let's test the movie. Control, test the movie in browser, or just a test. Looks good. Yeah, but it keeps repeating. So we're gonna have the simple action script. On top layer, we want to make this movie stop here. Okay, so go to Windows menu and code snippets, HTML5 canvas, timeline navigation, and stop at this frame because this playhead is located at the end. So it will stop there. Stop at this frame. Double click. And that's it. And test the movie again. Command return. Yep, so it stops. Let me refresh. Okay, so it's not bad. But this is just a preview. It is not ready to add to the HTML web page. So let me show you how to publish this animation for the actual web use. So let me save it first again. I'm gonna save it. Now go to File, Publish Settings. Okay, so there are several options. And then I'm going to make another kind of a tutorial for this kind of file format, the Flash related. This time we're going to choose as OAM package. This OAM package was developed for the Adobe Animate CC before the this Animate CC. Okay, I really liked the Animate CC before, but it's gone. So it's kind of combined into the Flash and then this Animate CC now. So we're going to make the. I'm going to explain a little bit more about this. So publish as a OAM package, and then output name is going to be file's name. So it will have supercar.oam file, and the location is my supercar folder, which I have everything here. So supercar.oam. So save it and publish. And OK. Now let me check my folder. Supercar. So you can see that .oam file. So this is what we need. So in order to have this file as a part of a HTML document, I'm going to use the Dreamweaver. So please open Dreamweaver. It's the one of the most well-known and then old WYSIWYG HTML editor. Okay, so home. We're going to make the create a new site first. So we're going to create new document HTML. I'm not gonna make any graphics or the elements. So we're going to just import that OAM file, Animate CC file into here. So create. The very first thing is we need to define the root folder for this new site. So go to Site menu, New Site, and site name will be Supercar again, Supercar, and then a local site folder is. It's in my folder, YouTube. Oh, no, it's here. And Supercar. And choose it. And save it. Okay, see? Now root folder is the place where you're going to have everything about your site. Now we have the supercar.oam. You can see that. So this is kind of a local files folder. So panel. So it shows everything. And now go to insert panel. If you do not see this insert panel, it is under Windows menu and insert. Scroll down, not the very bottom, but almost all the way bottom. You can see that animated composition. Click on that. Okay, you must save it first. So okay, I'm gonna save it as supercar.html. It has the HTML extension now. Replace it. Now you can choose a supercar.oam. open. See, it's here now. Now you can see this, width 990 and height 270, which is a little weird because by default the Dreamweaver, when it imports the animated composition, it has the 10 pixels around. I mean, there are 5 pixels around. So I'm going to reduce the type the original size 250. No, I'm sorry, 10 pixels on each side. Okay. Now let me save it again. Just to save it, let me check my folder, my root folder. supercar.html. See, so now this is the part of HTML document web page. Okay, and then in Dreamweaver you can still view the code. It's really simple. Okay, so that's it. And then maybe next time I'm going to make a tutorial about kind of the history of this Flash. I mean, the Animate CC. It used to be Flash, and then the Flash is kind of going away now. So I will just explain about the brief history and the background and what is going on in this field. Okay, thanks for watching and see you next time.